Good afternoon. So, last night's game, obviously very disappointed with the result. We always are when we lose these matches. Nobody likes losing, you know, myself included. And we're always, as goalkeepers, in the front line of the result. Sahil, whilst I was pleased with a lot of his work last night, he's come a long way since I first started. There were a lot of reports of his mindset not being tough enough and resilient. We've been working on that for a long time now, and he had a nervous start, but you have to remember, he doesn't play a lot of international football. Zico's been the number one and is currently the number one until he's displaced by someone. So to give him an opportunity against a really tough physical opposition was a good test for him. Now, after a nervous start, he settled down and made some very good saves for us. I heard one or two rumours about him getting blame for the goal, the first goal last night, which was very disappointing to see. But we should have cleared the ball before it arrived to him. He then got caught out a little bit, but I don't think that's solely down to his responsibility. And after that, he went on to make 3 or 4 very good saves. You know, it was a tough game against physical opposition. They're big, powerful players. We tried to play our football, but it's very difficult against opposition that are quite direct and are very physical. But with regards to the goalkeeping situation, I thought he did well under the circumstances. He's not playing at this high level. The BPL doesn't present the same challenge to a goalkeeper as international football does, and the tempo is higher, the quality of finishing is a lot better, and I think overall, when you look at the overall performance of him last night, you know, and we have to give him games. The only way, so that we have backup when it comes to SAF championships, the only way that we can have a strong enough squad is to make sure we've got backup goalkeeper that can go in and do a job should we need to. The young man, Mitu, will get his chance again on this trip to play possibly in the last game against the under-23s. So they will all get football time, and that's the only way to develop these boys. You can't go playing the same players time and time again because of the space between the games. There's not a lot of recovery time, so you just have to make sure that we share the opportunity out, and that when the opportunities come about, particularly for goalkeepers, that they grasp them. Whilst it wasn't a perfect performance from Sahil, and he still shows a little bit of signs of getting nerves, he's still going to have that. He's representing his nation. It's a big responsibility and a big honour, and I know that he feels that, as we all do. But the general feeling today is disappointment, obviously, at the result. But we have to go again against a very different opposition tomorrow, who will pass the ball. They'll be quick. They will move the ball very well, and that's a different challenge for us, and one on which we're looking forward to.
Thank you.
Okay. So the game against Kyrgyzstan tomorrow night, we will always go out to try and get a positive result. I think the idea is to try and win the game. That's no, no disrespect to anybody, but you would always go out to win the game. So our game plan is to get a foothold in the game and be strong at the beginning of the game. But to see if we can compete with them, we need to be better on the ball than in possession. So we need to keep the ball, because if you give it to Kyrgyzstan, they will keep it. They won't give the ball away. So it's important that we keep possession of the ball tomorrow, and try to create more opportunities. The main goal is for us to create. We in the last game, we didn't create enough opportunities, so we need to be a little bit more creative, getting the ball forward in possession, not just hammering the ball from the back of the pitch to the front. You know, so our game plan will be slightly different, because very different opposition to the big, powerful team we faced. But you know, our goal will be always to try and get a positive result. Whether that turns out to be a draw, who knows? But we will go to try and win the game. We never go out to draw a game. We'll go out to win it, and then hopefully God's be with us, and we'll get a positive outcome.
Okay, coach. Thank you.
Okay.